3 days have passed since Maya's funeral. Rain fell on her grave as friends and family mourned a life cut short at 17. Chloe, her best friend, felt the loss most deeply. The silence in her house was suffocating. She kept waiting for Maya to call the text to walk through the door with a joke, but the silence only grew. Lying on her bed, Chloe's phone buzzed. She ignored it. Probably another sympathy message. The phone buzzed again. Reluctantly, Chloe checked it. The name on the screen made her heart stop. Maya. The message was chilling. "I'm cold," Chloe stared, hands trembling. This had to be a cruel prank. Maya's phone was destroyed in the crash. She tried to rationalize. A hacker maybe. But fear crept in. Chloe replied, "Who is this? This isn't funny." The 3 dots appeared. Someone was typing. The reply, "You still owe me a slushie." Only Maya would know that secret. Chloe dropped the phone, her mind racing. Was it possible? The impossible had just reached out to her? She sat frozen, the weight of grief replaced by a new, chilling uncertainty. The silence in her room was now filled with dread. Chloe's world had shifted in a single impossible moment. She stared at the phone, waiting for another message. The line between grief and fear blurred. Chloe's heart pounded as she realized only Maya could know that promise. The room felt colder. She whispered Maya's name, hoping for an answer. The phone remained silent, but Chloe knew everything had changed. She clutched the phone, desperate for connection, terrified of what might come next. The memory of Maya's laugh echoed in her mind. Chloe's tears fell, mixing fear and longing. The world outside was quiet, but inside, Chloe's reality was unraveling. She waited, breathless, for the next message. The silence was no longer empty, it was haunted. Chloe's grief had become something else. The story was just beginning. The accident happened on a stormy Tuesday night. Maya was driving home from the library, studying for finals. Willow Creek Road was slick and dangerous. Her car hit black ice, spun out, and slammed into a massive oak tree. The was final, but the grief lingered. Chloe's life would never be the same. The loss was a wound that wouldn't heal. Maya was gone, but her absence echoed everywhere. Chloe showed the text to her parents. Her father, an IT expert, called the phone company. The answer was clear. Maya's number was disconnected, the account closed. It couldn't send messages. Chloe's dad tried to explain it away. Ghost signals, network errors, but nothing made sense. Her mother suggested a spoofing app, but it didn't feel right. The phone itself was destroyed, a shattered relic from the crash. Police said it was impossible to recover any data. The device was dead, unable to connect to any network. Yet the messages kept coming. The facts didn't add up. Each explanation led to a dead end. Chloe stared at her phone, the conversation with Maya still open. It felt like a portal to something unexplainable. The impossibility of it all was terrifying. This wasn't just a prank, it defied reality. Chloe's fear grew with every unanswered question. The mystery deepened, and logic failed. She was left with only the chilling certainty that something was reaching out. The laws of technology, and of life and death, no longer seemed to apply. Chloe's world was unraveling. Chloe tried to dismiss the messages, but they grew more personal. Each text revealed secrets only Maya could know. Inside jokes, private memories. One message referenced the hidden key under the porch, a secret only Maya had reminded her of. Another recalled a fight about a boy, and Maya's apology with ice cream, something they'd sworn never to tell. The details were too precise, too intimate. Chloe's fear deepened. This wasn't a hacker. With every message, her skepticism crumbled. It felt like Maya was truly reaching out. The idea was terrifying, but the evidence was undeniable. Chloe cried, overwhelmed by fear and longing. She was no longer just grieving, she was communicating. The messages were a lifeline and a curse. Chloe's reality was shifting. The wall between worlds felt thin. Comfort and terror mingled in every text. Maya was gone, but not silent. Chloe clung to her phone, desperate and afraid. The impossible was happening. Her best friend was reaching out from beyond. A week after the funeral, Maya's silent social media profile suddenly changed. Her profile picture became a dark, blurry image, trees rushing by, a night road. Then a post appeared. "I can't see the road." Attached was a distorted photo of the oak tree from the crash site, posted at the exact time Maya died. Friends and family were shocked. Maya's parents hadn't touched her account. Theories of hacking surfaced, but the timing and details were too precise. The post felt like a memory, not a prank. For Chloe, it was confirmation. Maya was reaching out. The photo was a ghost-eye view of the accident. The digital world had become haunted. Maya's profile was no longer a memorial. It was a living echo of her final moments. The cryptic message sent chills through Chloe. The line between life and death blurred online. Chloe's fear grew as the digital haunting continued. The world she knew was now a place of ghostly traces. Maya's presence refused to fade. Desperate for answers, Chloe visited the crash site. The oak tree was scarred, surrounded by flowers and teddy bears. Chloe searched the ground, hoping for a sign. She found a fragment of Maya's custom phone case, a tiny star they'd designed together. As she held it, her phone buzzed. "You found me!" Chloe screamed, dropping the fragment. The woods felt alive, shadows twisting. Terror overwhelmed her. It was one thing to get messages at home, another to receive one at the crash site. Chloe fled, heart pounding, leaving the haunted road behind. The presence she felt was undeniable. The boundary between past and present, life and death, was gone. Chloe's fear reached a breaking point. The message was too direct, too real. She realized she was being watched. The crash site was no longer just a place of loss. It was a place of connection. Chloe's world would never be the same. The haunting was now personal. Chloe's father convinced Detective Miller to investigate. The phone company confirmed. Maya's number was inactive, a digital dead end. A cybercrimes expert traced the social media post's no IP address, just junk data as if the post came from inside the servers. The final clue was chilling. Maya's phone sent a signal 3 days after the crash, not from the crash site, but from the center of Oak Grove Cemetery, her grave. Detective Miller closed the case. No suspects, no leads, only impossible facts. Was it a cruel hoax or something beyond explanation? Chloe was left with questions that defied reason. The digital ghost of Maya lingered, a blurred trace of a life cut short. Chloe still sleeps with her phone on, waiting for the next message. The line between grief and the supernatural remains thin. The case is unsolved, the mystery alive. Chloe's fear and hope are tangled together. The world is haunted by what technology can't explain. Maya's presence endures, a whisper in the static. The story ends, but the haunting continues. Chloe's phone glows in the dark, a beacon for the unknown. And somewhere, Maya waits for a reply.
What do you think really happened? Was it just a cruel digital trick? Or did Maya never really leave? Comment your theory below, because some stories leave a blurred trace. Subscribe if you dare, because next time